Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's week 1 of the NFL on
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing on second down, Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run here with Connor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Returning it is Moore. Skirts by him at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Now Murray says hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, fancy running by Murray. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at an all-time day on the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call it
touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green, 26 yards. And the Cardinals are off to a 13.
Vamos a ver antes de hacer la patada. Pueden ver, ahí estoy yo. Ahí capto quién está libre. Es este jugador de aquí. Lanzo la bola. Y como lo tiro. Si no saben si es un touchdown o no, si se queda en la línea. Si se queda en la línea o pasa el balón la línea o se queda, eso es touchdown. Entonces pues fue touchdown.
Nothing, first quarter lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideals. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on its first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Juju Smith-Schuster from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 13-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
ahí estoy yo. Mira dónde está ahí el corner y dónde está allá. Y mira, a lo mejor y si se la puedo haber soltado a Hopkins, pero no. Está mejor, ¿va?
They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to...
Murray fighting, lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough 30 yards for you when necessary.
Butker's kick here is good. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime.
Vamos a ver cómo casi se las tapamos. Ahí está el balón. Literal nos pasó encima.
I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray to air it out again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Murray now on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because
he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the gun, Murray steps away. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side.
Kingsbury's saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Moore on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
He's got it. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now Prater to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 2. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. But there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. It's a pickup of 17 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Murray now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bolton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. Throwing now is Murray. And the reception made by Green. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the